Hello everybody. Welcome at Learning is Fun with Pragya Paramita. Are you facing a problem while writing a summary? Don't worry, I am with you. Today I am going to tell you how easily you can able to write your own summary in your own words and what are the steps you have to follow. In this video I am going to tell you those steps and you do and not to do, and I will show you how to represent your own idea in your own words very precisely. Moreover, I will give you lots of examples to show how these steps and how these things it can be act or can be practiced in your own writings. So let's see and stay with me till the end. What is a summary? Why do we write it? First of all, we have to know that. What is a summary? A summary is a restatement, synopsis, or recap. It is the shorter version of the original. That is, it is a shorter version and it is represented in your own words. Why do we write summary? Of course, first of all, we write summary for our exam purposes. May it be your class exam, may it be any competitive exams like PSC, SSC, WBCS, anywhere. But in your life, you have to read lots of summaries because it benefits the readers with a concise general version of the original text. Sometimes it happens that we do not like to read the whole text. Instead of that, we have to read the summary or the concise version of the same to understand what is there. So, it is the purpose or the duty of the writer to represent the whole thing in a very attractive manner. So, how can we make our writing more attractive? You have to know that first. What is that? What to do while writing a summary? First of all, read the passage very carefully again and again. Then identify the main points. So take your pen or marker or anything and underline the main point, which is the main part of that text. Then write those points in a paragraph. You have to do these three things at the beginning while you are going to start your summary. Now, so the point is that identify the main points first, write the points in your own word, keep your answer to the word limit. That is the vital point also. You have to remember or you have to keep in mind the point that is how many words you are going to write. That is the word limit. You must follow that word limit and write it in a paragraph. Now, what not to do while you are going to write your summary? First of all, do not give your own opinion. Do not include examples or explanations. There are lots of examples and explanation in support of the main point. So your first task is to eliminate or to reject or to highlight all those things which are very unnecessary while writing your summary. Do not use I or you. Do not use direct mode of narration. You do not use a direct mode of narration while summarize or the original text. How do you transfer this? How do you reported the whole speech? If you like to know, you have to watch my videos on the reporting speech, the direct and indirect speech, and the reporting, how to reporting a dialogue. I will provide the link in the description box below. Please do watch and you can understand how you can able to represent that thing in a very concise and easiest way. And do not repeat any information in your summary. You need not able to do that. You did not do that. Didn't do that. Now remember to eliminate the points again. First of all, eliminates all the repetitions and the unnecessary details. Then the vital thing, the figure of speech. In your summary, you do not allow to mention any figure of speech. You have to remove that figure of speech. What is figure of speech and how you can remove them from your writing, I am going to tell you the latter part of this video. And remove the quotation. As I have told you, there is no direct speech, so you have to remove the quotations. You have to remove the adjectives and adverbs and examples, illustrations, and moreover you have to remove the colloquialism and the slangs, because the summary must be written in a very polished and in a very formal way. The language should be the formal language, and the direct speech you do not use in it. Now, how to rephrase your sentence, that is how you can able to make short or shorten all that expressions. First of all, you have to use the connectors, you have to use synonyms, and you have to use condensed sentence structure. Let's see what are these. That is, here there are some examples. She is extremely successful. She is honest as well. The same thing, this is a long expression. You can shorten it like this. She is extremely successful as well as honest. You have to use this thing as well as the connect the whole idea into a shorter one. Sometimes you have to use synonyms in order to eliminate the figure of speech. Let's see. Here, he received a welcome as that was as cold as ice. This is a figure of speech and this is a simile. So, when you restate this thing, you can say that he received an icy welcome. Here you find icy, that means cold as ice. Everything is represented with a single word, icy. Similarly, the condensed sentence structure. What is that? My brother has an appreciation of modern art. Here you find the appreciation is a noun and the idea is very elaborated here, but when you try to shorten it, you can represent it in this manner. My brother appreciates modern art. Here look at the word, yellow colored word, that is the verb form of the noun appreciation, that is appreciate, and the result is that the long expression become shorter. Now, then now you understand all these things. What are the steps you have to follow, what are the steps or what are the points you have to eliminate, what are the point you have to keep in mind. Now before start, you have to answer yourself some queries, that is where the area of the passage to be summarized. First locate that thing. May it be the whole passage you have to summarize or a particular area, that is you have to locate that area first. Then what do you need to summarize? In your summary or in that original text, there must be some ideas. That must be some focused ideas you are asked to summarize. So you have to locate that portion or that focused ideas. How many parts are there to answer? So you have to answer how many parts are there, what are that idea, and what are the parts you have to answer to support that idea, and what is the word limit. So you have to remember that thing first. It may be 100 words or 150 words, so you have to, when you are going to summarize it, you have to shorten it into 51 or 61, something around like that. That is half or more than half, not more than half, but 1/3 of the whole text. So you have to answer first who, what, when, where, why, and how. First of all, you have to answer this question, and if you can able to answer this question, your task is very easy. Now let's see how to begin your summary. I have told you, no, in a summary you do not put your own opinion, your own voice, you never write I, you, etc. So how to start your summary? That is, the text explain, mention that, deals with, describes, provides. You can choose any of these expression while you are going to start your own summary. Similarly, you can say the author tells us about, assumes, provide informations about, etc. Or you can say that in the text we can read it says that, etc. So you can choose either of these expression while you try to start your lines. Now let's see a few more examples. Here in these examples you may find that how easily you can able to shorten a long expression. That is, his courage in the battle might without exaggeration be called lion-like. The same thing can be represented, he was very brave in the battle. Or the clerk who is now on his employ, that is his present clerk. The account of the witness gave of the incident moved everyone that heard it to laughter. Here you find this is the statement is about something absurd or something comic or something ironic. So you have to say that the witness's story was absurd. So the whole expressions has been represented in the shorter form. Now here are the examples of the passage, what to do, what I have told until these things. You have to see these, that I have presented the examples. Now here there is two passages here, one the original text and other one is summarized version. Here in the original text I have marked some lines into pink color to show you these are the main points. And here you find what type of question, the who is the whom you are talking it, that is England. What the fear of the power of Spain, and when, that is 16th century. So you have to question yourself these things. So you have find out the answer from this passage. And here the summary looks like that. We cannot nowadays fully realize what a menace Spain was to England in the 16th century. So look at the word count. Here you find 51 words, but here the word is 16. So the whole thing which was written in 51 words, I have to summarize the version within 16 words after following these steps. First I have to answer who, then what, and when. Now there are more examples here. In this example, I like to show you how you eliminate the repetition. So here I marked again wound up and edgy, to make his mind up, stressed out by the hassle, wrong choice. All these are the main points of this whole text. And here the repeated words are wound up, edgy, and stressed out. They are the similarity in their meaning. So you have to eliminate the repetitions from the text you are going to summarize. And here you have to answer this question, whom or who is the main focus of the text, that is he, and what is the text talking about, anxious, or that is anxiety of some person, and why the consequence of the choice of career. Why he was anxious, that is the consequence of the choice of his career. And here is your summary. He was ambitious, anxious, and decisive, being aware of the possible consequences of a poor career choice. And here you see the original text was written in 45 words and the summarized text is written in 16 words. Now, in this example also, I marked few lines in pink color to show you these are the main points. That is, Mahatma Gandhi was very honest from his childhood. An inspector of school came. The inspector gave a couple of English spelling to the students. The Gandhi had written one incorrect spelling. The class teacher asked Gandhi to copy the correct spelling from other text, and copying was dishonest, and that is why he had not done it. So these are the main point, and you have to write these points in your own words. And here the summary for you, and look at the word count again. Here it is 119 words and here it is 59 words. And here are the exercise for you, and I try to make your exercise more easy. How? Here you find not the whole passage, you need to summarize. I have told you, first of all you have to locate which part of that passage or the original text you have to summarize. Here I mention it in the yellow color, these part, and these are the main ideas, and you have to write these points in your own word. If you have any question regarding the whole video, please do comment in the comment section. I will definitely answer them. So no more today. Try all these things at your home, and thank you for listening. Bye bye.